Thanks for watching Community Update for Friday, December 4th. I'm Steve Erickson. The City Council adopted the 2021 city budget and tax levy this week. Next year's tax levy was set at around $29.6 million, which is a less than 1% increase over this year's tax levy. The 2021 budget includes 3 new full-time positions in public safety, 2 police officers, and 1 firefighter. It also includes funding to partner with an outside agency to embed a social worker within the police department. The staffing issue is something the city manager and city council have been discussing for more than a year.
We're able to include 2 police officers and 1 firefighter in the 2020 budget. We're proposing the same staffing in the 2021 budget, and I would anticipate a similar request for 2022 as part of a 3 to 4 year plan to build up staffing in an area that really had been stagnant for about 10 years or so. Meanwhile, we had seen growth in population, significant growth in call volume. In the case of the police department, growth in complex calls, as I mentioned, the mental health calls that take certainly more time than your average call would take.
A budget and brief document has been posted on the city's website, coonrapidsmn.gov. The 4-page document breaks down the budget goals, key expenditures, capital purchases, and more. Time is running out to get financial help from the COVID-19 Housing Assistance Program. The deadline to apply is Monday, December 7th. There are 3 ways to get details. Dial 211, text MN Rent or MN Home to 898-211, or visit 211unitedway.org. The program is designed to cover expenses like rent, the mortgage, utilities, and other housing-related expenses that occurred after March 1st and are past due. The National Sports Center campus will be hosting a pop-up COVID testing event next week. The drive-through testing will take place in the Victory Links Golf Course parking lot December 7th through the 11th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, December 12th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. The site has capacity for 10,000 nasal swab tests over the 6-day period. Testing is open to anyone who believes they need a COVID test with or without insurance. Appointments are strongly encouraged, but not required. Some good news this week regarding the state budget. Minnesota is now expected to see a $641 million budget surplus for the current biennium and a $1.27 billion deficit the following 2-year cycle. That's a much rosier picture than a forecast back in May that predicted about a $7 billion shortfall over both periods. Budget officials say a drop in state spending, along with higher than expected business investments and sales and income tax receipts, led to the improved outlook.
I, Anthony Tverberg,
Do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear
The Coon Rapids Fire Department introduced its newest members to the community this week. On Tuesday night, Mayor Jerry Cook swore in Anthony Tverberg and Paul Matonich as full-time firefighters. Both men live in Coon Rapids and previously served as paid on-call members of the department. They started their regular fire station shifts earlier this year and have since passed the standard probationary period. The Coon Rapids Fire Department recently took delivery of a new fire truck to replace engine number 1. The new truck comes with some recent advancements in emergency lights technology for improved safety. CTN Steve Antis has more.
This will be a great piece of equipment to protect the community.
This week, the new Engine 1 showed off its advanced emergency lighting technology in the parking lot of the Coon Rapids Ice Center.
With this system, it can actually sync everything up so the lights are all flashing the same way. Arrow sticks are flashing the same way to tell people that they have to move to the left, move to the right.
This fire truck that is in place for Coon Rapids is the first one in the United States in service.
In this demonstration, being filmed by the Whelan Company, you can see as the fire truck comes to a stop, alongside other emergency vehicles with the same system, GPS technology syncs them together through the atomic clock.
That's the actual so-called brain box to the truck.
This emergency lighting system, called CORE, sets a new standard in safety.
And the CORE system is an intelligent control system to provide scene management of lighting and provide a safer environment for the firemen and motoring public.
The intensity of the lights can be dimmed at night.
Being able to manage the light intensity and syncing the vehicles We get rid of the edge flash or that light blob as most people would see when they're trying to get around an emergency vehicle at a scene.
It can be programmed to a specific flash pattern which best suits the needs of the fire department.
By dimming the lights and by slowing them, it allows for the driver to look and not be blinded, not get scared that they have to go around this vehicle.
From the Ice Center, I'm Steve Antis reporting for Community Update.
Wheelan provided $10,000 worth of gear for the new emergency lighting system. There will be 1 week of training for firefighters on the new truck before Fire Engine 1 goes into service later this month. Here's a unique way you can support our frontline healthcare workers and a local business. Cheapskate is offering anyone interested the ability to purchase pizzas for healthcare workers at Mercy Hospital. The pizzas will be delivered weekdays from 5 to 7 p.m. through December 23rd. For more information, log on to Cheapskate's website. In addition to recognizing our healthcare workers, you'll be helping a local business impacted by the shutdown. The return of winter sports remains up in the air despite action from the Minnesota State High School League this week. On Thursday, the Board of Directors approved a flexible plan for the restart of winter activities, which hinges on the governor's executive order. The current order expires on December 18th. If the state shutdown is not extended, winter sports could start practice December 21st. If the shutdown is extended, that date would be pushed back to January 4th or January 18th.
Wynn's favorite memory of high school is getting to attend the International Conference for DECA. Her favorite socially distanced activity is being able to catch up on her favorite Netflix show.
It wasn't the typical ceremony, but Coon Rapids High School recently announced its homecoming royalty in a virtual ceremony. New Wynn was crowned homecoming queen, and Jordan Doe was named homecoming king. The video produced by the school also featured the rest of the homecoming court from the freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior classes. 'Tis the season to help others in need. Once again this year, there's several collection boxes in the lobby of the Coon Rapids City Center to help those less fortunate. Donations are being accepted for Toys for Joy, Granny's Closet of Anoka County, the ACBC Food Shelf, and the Alexandra House. You can drop off donations during regular business hours. Details on what can be donated along with the deadlines can be found on the city's website, coonrapidsmn.gov. The Anoka County Fairgrounds is getting in the holiday spirit. The annual Holiday in Lights starts this evening and will continue daily from 5 to 9 p.m. through January 2nd. Due to the pandemic, this year's event is a free drive-through experience only. The Holiday in Lights is a Christmas tradition that dates back more than 2 decades. Well, before we go, some news that hit close to home this week. Our former colleague Dorothy Junn passed away on Monday at the age of 81. Dorothy was instrumental in getting our station off the ground back in the late 1980s.
I'm Dorothy Junn, welcoming you to Coon Rapids Profile.
She appeared on many different shows during her more than 10 years of work here at CTN. I had the pleasure of anchoring alongside her in my early years at the station. Dorothy retired back in 1999 and treasured her golden years, volunteering on bus trips at the Coon Rapids Senior Center. Dorothy's smile and bubbly personality will be missed by many. Her funeral service will take place December 9th at St. Stephen's Catholic Church in Anoka.